Baller, take one. Action. That's a wrap.
What's up, babies? We're gonna hop into this video. Your girl is fresh-eyed and just bushy-tailed, honey. So we're going to start off this hairstyle with freshly washed and blow-dried hair. Now, it is an option, I believe, for you to choose if you want to do your hair wet or if you want to do it blow-dried. Obviously, it depends on your hair texture. For me, I felt like it would be easier to be blow-dried. However, when I did my curly ponytail, and as I continue to practice every day, child, I wish I would have did it curly. But anywho, we're gonna get into that later. So as you guys can see, I went ahead and parted off my hair. I'm going for a super low ponytail, so I'm just parting off the bare minimum at the bottom, and then I'm sectioning off the rest to do at the tops. To do this style, I use some Shine and Jam Extra Hold, and I used some clear rubber bands instead of black. They were the only thing I had, and I just wanted to see how they would look. And then for those rubber bands, I'm just like dousing them in some oil. I just used some black castor oil. So I am parting off my hair into 4 sections. I'm literally going to cover my entire head. So I'm just pre-parting my sections off, you know, to save a little bit of time. And I have, as you can see, 4 sections, and this is my first section. My first section was actually my trial and error section. So as life goes on, that's what it is. So I started off on this section. I am using the Shine and Jam all over. I literally use the Shine and Jam very generously throughout this entire hairstyle. It definitely makes everything sleek and chic and just stuck together, and that is what we need. So to part, I'll go ahead and part, then I put some Shine and Jam on the part, then I part again to make sure that it is extra sleek, honey. Okay, so as I am going in this section, like I said, this section was my trial and error section. This is the only section of my head that I did this way, and so you guys will see, I'm going to show you. But I went ahead and instead of individually boxing each section of this section, I literally connected, I connected the next box with the next rubber band. So I'm gonna wait because I want you guys to understand. So instead of making each one like you see here, I corrected it as I kept going. So here I literally parted off and made each box their own separate rubber band, and then later I crossed them. Okay, so here I am crossing them. I'm using a little bit of Shine and Jam and I'm crossing them. In the first section I didn't do that. I only used 1 rubber band per box pretty much. So I would definitely recommend that you individually box it and then go back and add it with another rubber band, because it just, one, made your parts a lot more visible and sleek, and 2, once the rubber bands start popping as they have, you won't just have the 1 rubber band popping, you have 2. But this way was just overall just an easier and better way for me once I figured it out. And I am literally pulling the next hair piece all the way down to make sure that X is completely X'd out. I really hope that makes sense for you guys, but I'm literally pulling, you see me pulling that next piece all the way almost to the edge of that next box so that I could really have that definition of the crisscross applesauce. So once I finished, here is all of my boxes pretty much done. So I try to attempt to pull out some baby hairs. I didn't really have too many baby hairs for this separate, hairstyle. Normally I would, but I didn't. There I was just showing you guys, if you wanted to be done with this hairstyle and just put your hair in a bun or a ponytail, that is your prerogative, boo. You can do that. I, however, wanted to be extra and I wanted to add some hair. So here I am. I have I just put some Shine Jam and brushed my hair into a ponytail, and then I went ahead and braided up my hair. If you want to add braiding hair on here, of course you can. It's just depending on how long exactly you want your ponytail to be. So once I have that braid braided, I'm going to take some hair. This is hair from B Faux Hair. These are just some water wave bundles. Child, we're gonna give a little review on them later because I got lots of things to say about the, you know what, never mind. Just be on the lookout for the review. Praise God. Anywho, so I didn't want to use any pins. I didn't want to use any glue. So I'm literally taking one of my non-elastic rubber bands, and I am like literally tying a ponytail around. So I'm wrapping the wefted hair all the way around, very, very, very tightly, so that it is very close to my braid without needing to, you know, have a ponytail every other wrap around. But after I get, you know, a couple wraps around the ponytail, I just go back in and, you know, put another band on there. Now, if you guys want to use some smaller rubber bands, please feel free. This is just what worked best for me. So again, it's all about trial and error and what works best for you. And of course, if you want to use pins and if you want to use, you know, the wrap strips around your actual hair and then put some glue on that thing, do it, boo. Do what works best for you. But this is what works best for me. And of course I wanted to be extra, and so I wanted to have 2 bundles of curly hair. So once I get to the top of that shorter bundle, I go in with the longer bundle and continue to wrap. But before I do, I definitely secure that thing with another elastic little ponytail holder. And I love these little ponytail holders because they're like, you know, they're just like cloth, if that makes sense. Like they're not, there's no like rubber inside of them, you know. So here's the second bundle that I'm going to add in there, and I just have that piece that I'm going to tie around or hold down, and then I'm going to use an elastic to put in a ponytail, and then I'm just going to wrap her down. Okay. This was pretty simple. I wish one mistake that I did was, as you guys see me like wrapping the hair around, I didn't detangle the hair as I kept going. Like you guys can see that it's literally wrapping around itself. So I had a little nest underneath by the time this video ended. So yeah, definitely make sure you detangle the hair. So after I get to the end, I take that last piece of hair that I have, and here is where you can use some hairspray or your glue if you have some. But I didn't want to use anything, and so I literally just wrapped that piece as tight as I could around the excess track and around the rest of my ponytail, and I just tucked her in. Like I definitely probably should have added a pin, but you know, again, trial and error. But yeah, so this is me adding the ponytail, and now I'm just going to literally do the finishing touches. Of course, baby hairs, y'all know this ain't the place for baby hairs now. Y'all know, if y'all ain't new to this channel, you know this is not the channel for baby hair. So if you come here for baby hairs, you've come to the wrong place. Praise God. But I'm just doing a little something, not too much, because I didn't want too much of my hair left out. But what I did do, child, is go ahead and grease my scalp. Now, I don't know if this hurt or helped this. It definitely felt great on my skin, but I just wanted to oil my scalp, and I don't know if adding this oil popped the rubber bands, but it did. Later on it did. So just be mindful of that. And then I went ahead and added some foaming wrap lotion, or you know, finishing lotion, to kind of set this style in place, and put my scarf on while that happened. And so this is the end of the style pretty much. I let my scarf sit on for probably like a good little hour or so, and here is the finished look. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you liked this video and styles like this. If you tried this style, definitely tag me on Instagram. And I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see the next one. Now give me a kiss. Mwah.